Well, here we are. We are flying out to Thailand this evening. To be clear, this was always the plan. The plan was to go to Thailand for the second half of 2025, partly because I wanted to mix things up and being a new environment, and partly because I want to train Muay Thai. Another plane. I'm technically already behind that goal because by the time I land in Thailand, it's going to be essentially August, and my plan is only to stay for at most 3 months. And that's because I'm not planning on getting a visa, and as a US citizen, you can't stay in Thailand for longer than 3 months without a visa. So, where am I right now? Well, I am in the process of still cleaning out my apartment, and I am in the process of still packing. I think I'm roughly 25% packed maybe, but I did make a packing list, so it's just about putting everything into place. And in terms of cleaning up my apartment, I guess I don't really have to, but I want to leave this apartment as clean as possible so that when I do come back, I don't come back to an apartment that needs an immediate cleaning. One of the funny things about this trip to Thailand was that about a week ago, or a week leading up to leaving, I was feeling quite a lot of nervousness and maybe even anxiety. And I stopped to reflect on why I was feeling that way. And what I realized was what I was feeling was a lack of preparedness. I think what I mean by lack of preparedness was in my mind, I would roll into Thailand with some sort of language skills in Thai, with a lot of things figured out, like potentially a visa. And the reality is, well, I'm not really rolling into Thailand with much of anything except a hotel reservation for a few days. And what I realize is, at least for me, anytime I feel this nervous slash anxious energy, it's because I feel like I'm not really prepared for something, or there are things that I should have done or should be doing that I'm not. But funny enough, as the days went on and I got closer to my departure date, I actually started to feel better. And it's like a mix of, I guess, seeing friends and family and getting that energy you get from being around your loved ones and feeling like, yeah, this is going to be a trip. There is going to be unknowns, but you are going to come back. But also, I think for me, I always get excited as something gets closer to the day of or the time of or whatever it is. I think for me, it's just human nature that when I have too much time and space to think about things, that's when all that nervousness and doubt and uncertainty and anxiousness starts to creep in. So, why Thailand? And I guess another question is, why now? Well, I guess logistically, I'm on sabbatical and I have the financial means to travel to Thailand and train Muay Thai. So I guess a better question is, why not now? But I think the reality is a lot of us want to plan things out and prepare things as best as we possibly can. So for me, the month leading up to this, I've been getting into shape, taking boxing lessons to try to get myself as much into cardio and core shape for Muay Thai as I can. And I guess if you back that out long enough, you can literally do that over months or a year to try and prepare yourself. But I think the reality is that no matter how much we try to prepare and how much time we give, something can always come up. So I think if I stay in New York for a few more months, I probably would find a job because I am getting to that point in my sabbatical where I am looking for something deeper and something that feels like work. And if that happens, obviously I can't go to Thailand. If you're just starting a job, there's just no way that those two things can come together. So I think an interesting question is, people ask, why now? And I always like to think of it as, why not now? If not now, then when? Will I go later in my life? when I am even older and potentially not in as great shape? Will I go later in life when I have a full-time job, or potentially if I have a partner, or if I'm married or have kids? And the answer is probably not. A lot of us always think and project into the future and imagine a time or a scenario where everything is lined up perfectly, where we are mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared to tackle on some sort of new endeavor. And the truth is, for a lot of us, that point will never arrive. For a lot of us, unless you're extremely lucky, life never really lines up perfectly. Sometimes you just have to go for it. So, this is my last video in America until I come back. Next time you see me, I will be on the other side of the world in Bangkok, Thailand. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. And as always, take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else too.